Hello, everyone. Welcome to Real Talk. I'm Dr. Quack, and today I have a special co-host here. I do not have Heathen. Heathen is right now taking care of some real-life things, but he will be back. Don't worry about that. But I got to bring on the man himself. Let me bring him on, the current Pure Heart champion in HSP, Old School.
Good afternoon. Good evening, might as well say, huh?
It is. It is definitely dark outside. Thank you for coming on here on short notice. Definitely appreciate it.
Always my pleasure to help you out, and especially help out the Heathen. I just figured his internet got pregnant again, so here I am. No. Congratulations, Heathen, on another internet baby.
Oh, boy. But today we are going to be talking about a lot of great things. We're going to be talking about APF Final Feast. We're going to be talking about Soul Harvest 3. And we're going to be talking about PPA's Risk or Reward. But first, let's get into it. Let's talk about Final Feast. That APF, definitely an up and rising promotion here. They got a lot of great matches on this card. But first, we're going to get into Dominion against Main Event Matt.
Two guys that I have personally never heard of, but I will definitely have to tune in because I'm always looking to see new talent. Not only, a lot of people be like, oh, Old School runs PPF, so he's going to be like a talent scout. I don't do that, but I'd like to see these two guys. Why don't you enlighten me to these two guys, and then I'll give you my opinion.
Okay. I mean, I've seen a little bit. I've watched Main Event Matt a little bit with the hypes, and I've seen Dominion as well in the past. This should be a good matchup here. I think I'm going to end up taking Main Event Matt on this just because a little bit of the experience, but we'll have to see how it plays out here.
Well, I'll do this. If you're going Main Event Matt, I'll pick the other guy. Just give him a fair shot.
I'm going to give him a fair shot. Okay. I like that. Oh, we got some comments already coming in. Oh, yeah, we do. Look at the current champ. Oh, there. Oh, we got somebody already ready to talk to you.
Current champ, and after Soul Harvest 3, it'll be said, and still the champ. But we'll leave that for a later discussion.
Oh, we will. Yes, Dominion is NDT, by the way. Yes, that is exactly who that is.
Mama Purge is here.
Yes, Mama Purge is here.
My prediction, stand out of the year right there. I don't care.
Yeah, for all you guys that love to have 17 gimmicks, it's hard to keep up with them.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, he's not playing Fortnite with the Purge. Yes, he's not. No. But let's continue on here. Speaking of Mama Purge, she is going to take on Magnus Blood.
I'm going with Mama Purge. I just, and it's not because, I know her from HSP. It's because I think she has stepped up her game and has evolved and gotten even better. You know what I mean? I've saw her in other places, and from what I'm seeing now, I have no doubt she can win that one.
Love to get some support for Dominion up here. But yeah, I'm kind of with you. I like Mama Purge because, she has been on a roll. She's took on the top talent in the promo world. She's either hung with them or she has beaten them. Like, she's not giving anybody an easy match. And I don't think Magnus Blood is going to be able to hold up with this. I think Mama Purge I'm with you. I think she's got this.
Yeah, I don't think she'll have a situation at all. She's good to go. Golden.
Oh, here we go. Here's two people you are familiar with. We got a lockdown qualifying match. We've got Vagabond taking on Sergeant Havoc.
Oh, that's a heck of a match because, Havoc's changed his things up. But Vagabond, in my opinion, is one of the hardest workers in the promo game. So I'm going to give it to Vagabond because I think Vagabond, he can hit you how you don't expect him to. And let me say this, Vagabond, if you stay away from the voice changer, brother, I think your stuff's 10 times better.
That I would agree with there. I mean, I'm actually going to go the other way, though. I'm going to go Sergeant Havoc. I have seen him promo recently, watching him over in Revolution and the Inferno. He done really good in the tag match there with Landfill. He had a great match with Stumpy. I think this might be his opportunity. Vagabond's tough as nails, but I think, Sergeant Havoc might have a good shot on winning this.
So I can see how this night's going to go. I'm replacing Heathen. You're going to be Gorilla Monsoon. I guess I'm Jesse. I see how it is.
Will you stop? This match is for the contenders match to crown the first #1 contender. Yes, one of the qualifiers.
Nice.
Yep. Trust me, Purge will keep me in line. Thank you so much for that. The other lockdown qualifier is Dante Black against Gene Emerson.
Dante Black and Gene Emerson. Gene Emerson, another guy with 72 names. I'm going with Dante Black just because he has one name, and one gimmick. So I'm going to stick with him. No, I like Gene. He's done a lot of different things in different places I've been. I respect him a lot. He's a tough competitor. You're going to have to watch out for Gene. I think Gene will take that.
Yeah, I mean, Gene's the crafty veteran in this match. I mean, he's been around this for a long time. When he's on, he's on. I mean, he can really, bring some heat with that. Dante Black, I love what he's done here lately. He really has came together with what his promos are, more sharpening those tools. This will be a good fight. I'm going to give Gene the edge just off experience, but it could go either way.
All right.
Oh, no, here we go. See, Purge. Jeez, man. Black versus Emerson is to crown the contender for the APF title. Okay. There you go. Thanks, Purge. Little Sweet and Hollywood APF title, the championship match. I got that right, don't I, Purge? Come on. All right. Little Sweet and Hollywood Haywood.
I love Hollywood stuff, but I'm going to tell you this. Little Sweet comes from a great family of promo artists, okay? Big Sweet, Little Sweet. And while we're here, take a real quick moment. Jeffrey, this week's Soul Harvest 3, my match is for you, brother. But win, lose, or draw, it's for you. But I think Little Sweet, man, just has some great wordplay, and so does Big Sweet. So, you can tell they're brothers when they're promoing. The wordplay is impeccable. If Little Sweet comes with that wordplay, I think Hollywood's going to have a real tough time beating him. So I'm going to pick Little Sweet.
You're going with Little Sweet. I think he's got a lot of added motivation, definitely,
Agreed.
But, I mean, Hollywood is tough. He is amongst, the tough promo artists in here in the promo.
But he's a busy man. He's a busy man.
That is always the factor. Like, how many places can you go and it not seem stale?
Right. I see Ed. He's commenting on here. Ed knows me and him, we've been a couple different places. You know what I mean? But I see Haywood a lot of places. So will that play on him? Will that, will he have enough material to hit Little Sweet with? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he can't do it. We know Haywood can do it. But I think Little Sweet's hungry. And I think Little Sweet has that just a great verbal attack. And like I said, it runs into blood because the Sweet family, they are promo.
Yeah, I mean, just like Mama Purge says, she just had a match with him last night, and lost by 5 points. She gave him a run for his money on that match, definitely.
Listen, 5 points, that's nothing. That's a heart-skipping jump. You get what I'm saying? 5 points in the promo industry could mean she was this close to, defeating him. So listen here. If Mama Purge, and I'm not saying she's a rookie, but Mama Purge has come so long, so far, and now look, 5 points away from Hollywood. Little Sweet's a veteran. He's been around his game for a while. Might not be 5 points.
I think it could be Little Sweet's night, but I think Hollywood's going to bring down the pain here a little bit. It's going to be close.
Could be match of the night there.
I think it could be. And we got one more here for the Lockdown Championship, the first ever Lockdown Championship. Master of Illusions taking on Elijah McFly.
I know both of those guys. Elijah McFly, he came out, I saw him in HSP. I don't know. Elijah's a wild card, man. He's really good. He's really rambunctious. You know what I mean? He comes out with some really wild stuff. Master of Illusions, though, he has done the same over the past couple years. I've known the Master of Illusions for a long time. Damn, that's a hard match to pick. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I'm gonna go with Elijah.
Yeah, I mean that's where I'm going to on this. I think Master of Illusions has kind of plateaued from what I've seen over the last few months. I don't think that he's going to be able to handle what Elijah's going to bring to him. I think Elijah's got a lot more flavor to him. He's going to be able to bring it out a lot better.
Maybe it's time for Master of Illusions to change it up just a little bit.
That could be the good question. Here you go. Comment here. Thoughts on the upcoming Thanksgiving card? The PPF.
That's got to be David Babel.
I'm guessing. I don't know his Facebook user, but
yeah. Hey, David, if you click the link and we can see your name, then pretty sure it's you. We will discuss that at a later date, I'm sure.
We will. We will actually be talking about that in 2 weeks here coming up. Yep, for only 4 months. What we got here? Purge is predicting Master of Illusions, a little sweet walking out as champions.
Little Sweet, I think, is going to have a lot of people. Yeah, it's David. I told you. I personally think the Little Sweet, man, he's hungry. He's got a lot going for him, and like you said, he's got something bigger than we all have to fight for at this event. And like I said, my heart goes out to all of them. My prayers. I talked to Big Sweet. He's a former tag team partner of mine. We had sweet beards. Just saying. Those guys are promo 101. They're promo family. They always will be. There's nothing that will ever have me say a bad word about any Sweet in the promo world. I think they're all dynamic and good, and I don't think you can go wrong for having them in your promo leagues either.
Now, I definitely agree on that. I'm going to play this here because this is what's coming up tomorrow. This is very important since we're bringing up PPF. Yeah, we got our first showdown coming up interview in a long while, and it's coming over here to PPF. We have the man. We've got AA, the Junior Heavyweight Championship. Them two went to a tie on the last show. Going to break it down here again. Oh, my God.
And look at that, folks. I come on his show. Heathen's not here. I have to pay sponsorship for him to show my commercial. Look how fair this works, guys. You guys thought you guys were getting the screws to you. I'm the one. Hey, at least he supplied coffee.
We're all making out here on this. All right. But here, now we're going to go into the other side of the world here. We're going to go into Soul Harvest 3, a match that your show, all about this.
Let's see. It's right there.
Oh, boy. Yeah, let's go into – I want to talk about this debut match. I want to talk about Jacob X taking on Sergeant Chaos. Have you seen Jacob X?
I have. And my advice to Jacob X was don't write checks your ass can't cash. Don't come in here so excited and so ready. Because listen, a debut match is a match that it's really hard to take a loss in. You get what I'm saying? This is what's going to define what you're going to do in the future. Okay. If people are going to take you serious, and you did not draw a small little potato. You didn't draw a guy that's going to enhance you. You drew a guy that's going to make you work for it in Sergeant Chaos. So, I'll say this. From what I've seen of Jacob X and his hypes, I'm still going to go with Sergeant Chaos.
And it's hard because I like what Jacob X has done. I love the energy this guy has put out. This guy's hungry. If Sergeant Havoc, we talk about this all the time, working multiple feds. If he takes it light on him here and doesn't mean to, it could be a loss in his column.
I don't think he's going to get it easy for Sergeant Chaos. I don't think Sergeant Chaos takes people lightly. He respects the game. And maybe that's something that Jacob's going to have to realize is he's going to get a lot of guys in the HSP that respect the game we're in. So, you know what I mean? When we come on here, I just saw a hype from Mr. Wallace just right before we got on here. And that's what it's about. We work. We put the work. We show up. We define what these mean. You know what I mean? In any organization. So, Jacob, all I can say is good luck, buddy. I think Sergeant Chaos is going to put it on you. But we'll see. We'll see.
We definitely will. Yeah, tell us who you think is going to win on this out here, because I'm going to talk about another match, and this is one of the highly regarded matches that's not for a title on here, and I'm really wanting to see. And I'm talking about Rich Man taking on the HSP president, Mr. Mayhem. If Rich Man wins, he gets a seat on the executive board, and if Mr. Mayhem wins, Rich Man is the new HSP intern for 6 months.
Well, hopefully we have us a nice little intern bitch. Because I need coffee constantly. It's in my contract. He can make it and serve it. I'm personally rooting for Mayhem because, of course, I'm not a cartel fan. I'm getting ready to go against one of their own. But I like the story. I like that these two are going to go at it and the stipulations that are in place. Okay? It puts me back in the day. A lot of folks are going to call me old. Ric Flair and Teddy Long. they had the stipulation if Teddy Long lost, he had to be, Ric Flair's limousine driver. If Teddy Long's Doom won, they got the yacht and the limousine and all this other stuff. So I love that kind of stipulation. So one of these boys is going to be eating grub by the end of the day when this promo battle's over. But I am personally going to go with Mr. Mayhem, former professional wrestler. He knows how to promo. I'm going with the Presidente.
I mean, I've worked a lot with Mayhem in and out of this business, but yet I have played a lot of golf with Rich Man. I'm telling you, both these guys are, this is going to be a fun match to watch. I'm actually going the other way around on this. I'm going to go with Rich Man. I think he's got a game plan.
Well, the next time you're playing golf, you let Old School know, because I might come through and yell 4 to Rich Man's head.
Oh, boy. No love lost there for the cartel. We can see where that's going. Oh, look, here we go. Look, wait a minute. I'm not a cartel fan either. Now find that odd. And you're in the cartel.
Yeah, you're kind of screwed. The Purge is being forced to work somewhere you don't like. But I said this to your partner, Purgy. All you got to do is make a phone call, and I'll give you guys an assist. I never, ever give up a good time of beating up the cartel.
Oh, boy. And speaking of the cartel, there's Boss Elite. I'm voting for Rich Man, even though he isn't in the cartel. He's just representing them, huh?
Well, stupid actions get stupid consequences. So,
oh boy. And then here we go. We're going to talk about the big Soul Harvest match here. A little bit of change here. This is not on times. This is stipulations. I'm going to read them in a minute, but I'm going to tell you the teams because you got Team Vagabond. With, of course, Vagabond, you have Virus, AEP, Mama Purge, and Sean Shady McKenzie. Taking Team Storyteller with Storyteller, of course, Heathen, Purge, Prince Blackheart, and Villain.
Wow.
Now here, hold on.
Two stacked teams.
Huh?
Two stacked teams. And you know what? And this is me not knocking HSP. I want to know where the poster is for that. All those great promo artists getting ready to clash in that event. Would have been an epic poster to show them boys and young ladies in there getting ready to mix it up and get it done. You know what I mean? I would have loved to see a poster of those two teams. But I'm going to tell you what, my God, what a stacked set of teams that is.
Yeah, I mean, trust me, I was missing seeing the poster too. I think that's one of the best things about the event is just how they put that all together. I thought that was amazing. But here you go. You've got the 10 matches. Now, this is where it could be. Yeah, he's already flustered, and don't worry, I'll read them down here for you. You have a mirror match where you must impersonate your opponent, a Shakespearean soliloquy, and an eternal monologue that if you say it out loud in a Shakespearean style, foreign language match. Speaking of foreign language, intelligence challenge, you must use the same 3 words that are written on the card. An epic rap battle. God, everything's in here but the kitchen sink. Song and dance. Talent competition. Whose line is it anyway skit. The royal decree. And a drunk match. All you need is a partridge in a pear tree. That is all you really need to knock on top of this.
I don't drink anymore, but I'm ready for a drink. I'm going to say this, guys. I'm going to say this bluntly, and I don't care who it upsets or who don't like it. You got 2 great teams full of outstanding, and I say this with every conviction I have, outstanding promo artists. You don't need the gimmick bullshit to get it over. I could watch Mama Purge take on Vagabond and have, enjoy that matchup. The 2 of them going one-on-one. You get what I'm saying? I don't think you need all the glitz and glamour. Listen, and I'm going to say this. Some might not like this either. I could go take a dump on the floor right now. My wife could dump gold on it, and it's still a dump on the floor, okay? These people deserve better. Not being smart, not being mean. I want to see these guys go head-to-head, promo. Because I'm going to tell you right now, there's some really great matches that are going to be missed because you gimmicked them up. And it's the truth.
Yeah, I mean, that's real talk right there, definitely. I mean, this match should be good. I'm really excited because we don't know who is fighting who. That is what's going to be interesting about this. But I will tell you, I have actually talked to someone in this match. Someone in this match has told me they are in high protest of this match here. They do not like the fact of these gimmicks, and they may be not showing up to this match. So some team, whether it be Team Vagabond or Team Storyteller, may be having an advantage on this already without a match started.
Well, whoever it is, I don't blame you. I'll make you a deal. I'm going to put a pot of coffee on. You guys come on back here and, sit down with me in the locker room. We'll drink a cup of coffee and watch whatever the hell's going on in there go on and be done with it. You know what I mean?
Well, Mama Purge is thinking that she's going to fight Blackheart in a crease match. I don't know, man. I mean, the names haven't been drawn yet. I'm kind of curious.
And here's the thing, Mama Purge, I'd love to see you take on Blackheart one-on-one, straight up, because I'm telling you right now, that would be a seller of a match. Now, whoever doo-doos on the pole match, don't tickle my fancy. I don't like it. I don't think it's good. I don't think it sells. I don't think anybody's going to be like, oh my God, I can't wait to see this mirror match. What the hell? Okay, so me and Ed in a mirror match. What the hell is he going to do? Glue cotton balls on his face to get a beard as big as mine? Get out of here.
He might. I don't know. That's a big-ass beard.
It would take away from old school Bossellini in a one-on-one match. I wouldn't gimmick that match up because that's two greats getting ready to go at it. I wouldn't gimmick up me and Mr. Wallace. I wouldn't do it. And I said it on the Pulse. For anybody who's watched the Pulse, I made the statement. That belt right there, I think too much of that belt. I will not gimmick it up. I just won't.
And then we got the 2 title matches. We'll talk about the one you're not in right now because that's the Soulfire title. Johnny Blade defending his Carter Diamond. 2-minute match. Who has the advantage on this?
I'm going to tell you this right now. I spoke to somebody the other day, and I don't know if I could do a 2-minute match. That is a lot of material to fit into 2 minutes.
Tighten the shot group.
Oh my God, like sphincter size, 2 minutes. It just don't work for me because I got a lot to say. If you want my honest opinion, Johnny would have the advantage because he's the current champion. But let's not forget, Johnny has taken a loss in non-title matchup.
What is this? A commercial for Viagra? All right.
I don't need that, son. I'm always standing up at attention. You don't want none of this. Mind your business. Sit down in the gallery there, eat your peanuts, and watch the champ talk. Hush yourself. This is what happens when you let anybody in on a live,
Hey, man, people want to watch. I'm always inviting them.
All right. But if Boss, who has the experience and been in HSP since day one and knows what a Soulfire title match is,
yeah,
I personally think Johnny might be in trouble. We could have a new champion. And, I trolled his post the other day when, Boss put on there, I'm hearing and new. I had to troll because, I'm going against cartel members, so I had to run my mouth.
Right.
But he's not lying. We could hear that at Soul Harvest 3.
We very well could. I think this is going to be an interesting match because Johnny Blade has had, several competition here. I think that even though he had that sweep, where he got swept against Blackheart non-title, I still think he's coming out strong. This is going to be a tight fight. I think you could see possibly a new Soulfire champion. This is going to be close.
Yeah. Sorry, my wife was asking me a question.
Oh, it's fine. Look, somebody loves you. Look, this guy looks like a garden gnome.
Yeah, and this garden gnome would bust your ass back to washing cars in the parking lot. My car specifically. Don't try. Listen, let me tell you something. What's his name? Oh, that's right. I don't even care. Don't box with God and don't pull on Superman's cape because you get your ass busted. Listen to that. That's old school style, baby. You don't want none of this.
Yeah, hope it's not a bare bones match over here by Mama Purse. Throw it a little bit of shade there.
Do we want to talk about that?
You can if you want. I'll let you have the floor on it.
I personally, Mama Purge, I'm going to tell you right now, I kind of went to your defense on this. I personally messaged Mayhem and said, I need clarification. And it was nothing against Boss or anybody else in the match. But to me, coming up in the promo realm, been here 6 years, I've had bare bone matches where there's nothing. This is the way it is right now. No graphics, no music of any kind, no matter what. It is what it is. Bare bones is straight verbal attack. What's he saying again?
Oh, it's somebody else. Boss isn't the one to dethrone Johnny. Heathen will be your new Soulfire champion. Not sure who that is, but
that's got to be happen. That's got to be Heathen.
Could be. Let's see.
I did want to say this. Heathen, look, baby, you got a beard tonight. Look at that. Oh, and your internet's not pregnant.
See,
I love Heathen. I love Heathen, but I think if you want to, you've got my honest opinion. I would have ran that match back, just for because there was a misconception of what the matchup was going to be. You get what I'm saying? Regardless, Boss won. Boss has the shot. I think Mama Purge should get a shot at whoever wins that. And and that's the way it should be. But Mr. Mayhem, he'll decide. HSP, they'll decide. I personally think that it was a good matchup, and I personally think that this Soulfire title matchup is going to define the Soulfire division now. And here's why I say that.
According to Boss, this match was not a bare bones match. I'll tell you that the management over in HSP, they have a lot of things to the side there.
Yeah,
that is definitely one.
I'm going off what they told me that,
I don't know who this is, but they are on there.
Oh, that is Johnny Blade.
Is it?
Yes.
All right.
That is Johnny. I'm not saying Johnny won't retain. I'm just saying he's taking on a legend that's been doing this as long as I have. Me and Ed can go back to the days of BTB and speak on that when VOH, came out and it was incepted. We've kind of run same paths, championships all over the promo realm. I personally think that, and this is not me knocking anybody, I think that personally, Ed being Boss is a big wild card to that Soulfire title.
I agree. It looks like Paul Peters, this guy with the glasses, biggest fear is the stairs.
I can run him up and down, son, and I'll take your mom on a trip with me. Just let me know her number.
Man, you got people coming at you all day. Let's talk about that main event. This is one of the dream matches that I have really wanted to see. Mr. Wallace taking on Old School. I think this is going to be one hell of a fight. I know your opinion. You ain't got to tell anybody.
You don't want my opinion? Why not?
Go ahead.
My opinion is that this one and this one will still be at my house come Christmas.
Cartel will not get that title. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to this match. This is going to be one hell of a match here.
Let me say this, though. I picked Wallace from the beginning. I picked him to that because I wanted to face him. One reason why is because I've always liked Mr. Wallace's stuff. I got to face him one time in a tag team match. And that for me did not feed my need to have a match with him. So I wanted him to make it all the way through so we could have this matchup, because I'm telling you right now, one of the biggest sellers is when two icons clash on a screen, such as myself and Mr. Wallace. Like I said, even with Ed and being the Boss, we have all won titles everywhere else. But for me right now, HSP is my home. I have a blast here. I love, the people I work with. You can ask Ed. Let me give you guys real quick, and I don't mean to interrupt the show, a real quick backstory.
Go ahead.
Ed and him just took our tag team titles as the Cartel. I sent Ed the championship belt because I wanted to send him mine. I stuck a note in there. He don't have to tell anybody what it says. But I did that because I respect Ed as a human being and a promo artist. He's been a brother since day one, and he'll be a brother till the day that all this is not done anymore, okay? So, folks, if you want to know if there's really respect in this game, if that don't show you that there is, then you're just plain stupid. You don't understand what we're doing here.
Like if Heathen went to Soulfire, so I guess they're saying whoever fights Heathen, Old School versus Heathen, champion versus champion, if that happens.
That to me would be a fun match. But I want to go back and win my tag team titles first, because I want to be a Triple Crown champion holding them all three at the same time. A-List might have done it at separate times, but I want to hold them all at the same time. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, even got some respect from the Cartel member. Old School is true.
And that's the thing. The Cartel and Old School, in character, we don't have to like each other. But me and Ed, we talk all the time behind the scenes. You know what I mean? And that's a brotherhood that a lot of people won't understand, okay? Because we can get on here and cut each other up right now. We've done it on lives in HSP before.
Yeah.
Okay? But at the end of the night, Edward Lindsay and Chris Ishler, we're good friends. We're brothers. I want him to get well and get the hell out of the hospital so, we can really have some more fun. But I truly enjoy working with everybody in HSP, and I plan to represent them for a long, long time. Sorry, Mr. Wallace. I've got a stake in this, and I'm not letting it go anytime soon. I enjoyed me and Shady. We were ready to go. We had a good match, but damn, ain't that pretty? That was even prettier.
They both look nice. But we're going to move on here. We're going to talk about what's coming up here in December for interviews on the Dr. Quack House Calls.
Right.
Yep, we are going to have some great interviews. I'm taking a couple weeks off. We will be back on December 6th with those starting out with Princess Victoria. Definitely want to hear that interview. Landfill, as you saw, Sean Shady, McKenzie, and a Georgia table for 3. We will be having that. Oh, here you go. I got a comment for you. If you ever come to Germany, be my guest. I would love to have a beer with Old School.
I'll drink a cup of coffee with you. You can enjoy your beer. I unfortunately do not partake in any alcohol or any of that kind of stuff, but I would definitely sit down and enjoy a cup of hot coffee while you enjoy your beer. And my dad was over there for a while. He stayed over there for like 6 months. And he really liked it. My dad's German, and he's like, he didn't want to come home. He wanted to stay. He said it was so beautiful over there, and he had a really good time. He worked for a company named Ranth Molds. They build the insert for designer bricks. And he had to go over there and learn their product, and he really enjoyed it. He lived there 6 months. He said he loved going to the bars. He said there's always friendly people in the bars, so anytime I can get to Germany, the only other problem, Mama, I don't like to fly. Just tell you.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to go by boat. That would be several months. Yeah. Old School is a great pure heart champion from Elijah McFly.
Appreciate that.
And your buddy Paul Peters here. The only wrestling you're doing is with your cholesterol.
Sad thing is, son, I was manager of the year 2 years ago in professional wrestling. So check that off for Dumbass of the Year award.
Oh, Jesus. Old School partaking cupcakes and cookies. I'm moving on from this guy. Jeez.
Hey, I love cupcakes and cookies, but the cupcakes I eat, your mama bakes for me. So chill out there, son.
Oh, boy. Now we're talking PPA Risk or Reward happening November 25th. These are the matches that are confirmed so far. Mama Purge taking on Kenzo Blackheart.
Once again, you're not going to get me to go against Mama Purge, and it's not the heel in me. It's the truth. I've just seen her getting so much better over the last, couple months, and I just think she's on a Kelvic little run here with some fire behind her. I think she's going to boil that guy on down, melt him down into nothing.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a squash match here. This is not going to be pretty for Kenzo Blackheart. He has improved some over the last couple years, but I don't even think that where his level is now is going to be competition for Mama Purge.
No, she's too hot right now. I don't think he's got what it takes to take her on.
And James Ellis over here joining us. All right, how we doing? IE. Yep. See, look, Kenzo needs to keep pushing himself. Mama Purge won't take lightly. I agree on that.
I'm going to give you that too. I think, like I said, right now she's on a big roll, man. And when you get on that big roll, I see championship gold in her future real soon.
It's going to happen. I can see it there. But number one contender, three-way dance for the World Heavyweight Championship at Fire in the Bank. Vagabond taking on Buckshot, taking on Sir Captain.
Well, I'm just going to give my quick opinion on that match, Vagabond.
I don't know who Paul Peters is, but this guy over here, you don't recognize me, Mr. Old School Dump Truck?
I don't recognize you. Should I? Have I beaten you before?
But this guy sure is mad about something. But yeah, there you go. Go ahead. Vagabond, Buckshot, Sir Captain.
I'm going to go with Vagabond because Sir Captain, I think he comes and goes, correct? I've seen him,
he's on his return. He's been around now for about 2 months, I think.
Yeah, he comes and goes. So, Vagabond's been doing this and really laying it out. I think he's, more experienced. I think that's your winner right there. I'm not going to comment on the other one in that one.
Okay. Yeah, I think Vagabond's got a great shot there of winning it. I mean, but Buckshot, he's solid, but I mean, Vagabond generally keeps his stuff in check, and I think he'll end up winning this. And yeah, Sir Captain is a part-timer. You can't underestimate him, but yeah, I think he's got his challenge here. I think Vagabond's coming out.
Yeah.
And here we go. If call your shot match, this would be Iceman Bobby Miller versus the KOPPA champion Heathen. If Heathen wins, him and Jay Briggy will get a tag team titleship match at Fire in the Bank. If Bobby Miller wins, he will get a KOPPA championship match at Fire in the Bank.
I'm going to go with Heathen because, Heathen's just been on a roll too. Whether
I don't know who this is, but it's all right.
I don't know. You'd have a rough time kissing my mama goodnight. I mean, unless you do that kind of stuff with dead bodies, stupid.
Anyways, move on.
You might be careful with that. You get locked up for it, moron.
Yeah.
Anyway, but Heathen to me, one of my favorite promo artists. He's the guy who brought me to HSP. I've worked with Heathen for the last couple of years, and not only in PPF and other places. The guy, I saw somebody the other day make the comment that he's the Arn Anderson of the tag team promo world, and I do agree with that 110%. If you want a tag team title, pick up Heathen. You're probably going to win one. So I think he's just on a great singles run right now, though. I loved him and Rig together, but I like Heathen on a solo bit. So I'm going to give Heathen the nudge on that one.
Yeah, I mean, I got to watch Iceman Bobby Miller. I got to watch him over in WGP last night. Put on a pretty good performance, beating Buckshot. But, yeah, I mean, Heathen's one of his own. He is the current KOPPA champion. I look for him to retain, but like I always say, any given promo.
Yeah, hey, listen, that's something that people don't understand. It don't matter who you are. You can be the greatest legend in this game. And I got news for you. Somebody come out here and bust your ass and you not expect it. It can happen. You can lose in an instant.
You really can. Here we go. Fire in the Bank qualifying match. Jason Thacker taking on Jack Saban.
Well, you're going to have to enlighten me on them too.
Yeah. Believe me, Jason Thacker is a very young rookie in this business. Jack Saban, a little more experience. I think I'll go with Jack on this. But, yeah, Jason Thacker is trying to make a return to the promo world after probably about a year. He really hasn't really done much, and I don't expect him to do much here.
Well, I'm going to give him the kick. I'm going to say Jason on the upset win just because, I'm a heel. That's just the way I do
it. PUA Forbidden Door Championship. Don Krypton taking on Elijah McFly.
I'm going my guy McFly.
Yeah. I like McFly's chances here. I mean, Don Krypton is no joke. I'm telling you. This is, if you haven't seen this guy is definitely something interesting to watch because he doesn't have the high, mean voice. He comes out.
He don't have a cool name like McFly, though. That alone sells it for me. He's winning.
You're taking a fly, okay? I'll go Krypton on that. I'm gonna go against you.
Jesse Gorilla, here we go again.
And a PPA Showdown Championship Risk and Reward match. We got Dash Mars taking on the Purge.
I'm gonna go with the Purge. The Purge has really stepped up his game in the last couple months too. You know what I mean? I don't know if anybody else has noticed it like I have. I think the Purge has really changed his play. What's up, Jay Sick? The Purge has really stepped up his game and really come into his own. And now he's tagging with the Heathen. You know what I mean? That's even more dangerous because now you have a veteran, you know what I mean, in your corner, in your ear, giving you advice. I'm going with the Purge.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Purge too on that. But yeah, this should be a good match. So by the way, we'll go back to one there. Elijah McFly, Don Krypton. I think that's going to be probably one of the matches of the night to watch.
Well, I've got you there, buddy. So you go ahead and take care of business. I'll be watching.
Okay. And then we've got the PPA World Heavyweight Championship. Jay Briggy taking on Dante Black.
Woo! That's a match. I'm going to go with Jay Briggy. And the reason I go with Jay Briggy is that guy's got some great talent, too. I remember watching him when he first started. He has just gotten so damn good. Is he the current champion?
He is the current champion, yes.
Incumbent's winning, because I think he stays hungry even when he's a champion, and his stuff just gets better when he's defending a title. You know what I mean? A lot of guys don't get it. Some people get dormant when they win one of these. So their stuff don't get better. They don't, they plateau at the championship mark. Jay Briggy doesn't. I think he rises above that plateau every single time he defends the title. So I'm going with Jay Briggy on that one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that too. I mean, Jay Briggy, he's been doing this a long time. A real crafty, diverse veteran. You never know which way he's going to come. I like Dante Black. I like what he does, but yeah, I'm going with Jay Briggy on this to retain. He is just, I think he's pretty much unstoppable at this point in PPA.
I agree. I just think he's that good. So
Well,
I think you're going to have a retaining of the championship there.
Well, we'll close out the show here. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I want to say, like I said earlier about the Sweet family, thoughts, prayers, much love from me to you guys. You guys are always going to be a part of my promo family. I want to shout out to Heathen since his internet got pregnant and I had to show up here tonight. Thanks for the beating I had to take from some guy I don't even know. But, I think I sent him home crying to Mama. Make sure she bakes my cupcakes, sir. And Mama Purge, the whole HSP family, I want to give a shout out to. The PPF family, let me shout out those guys too, because I love all those guys, and especially Mr. Wallace. I'll see you at Soul Harvest 3 when I retain my championship.
Well, you see, he's got a lot of people to shout out to, so I'm not going to really shout out to anybody, but thank you all for tuning in. I'm Dr. Quack. Heathen will be back in 2 weeks, but I want to thank Old School. Thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure.
Here, and we'll see you next time.